You're watching Lynxx 24, connecting you to the community.
Welcome to your Hometown News. I'm April Frelke with my co-host Joe Minnie, and it's winter.
Yes, it's finally here. We have a nice little wintry weather advisory this evening.
Oh, it's not that nice, Joe.
We got to keep our eyes on the news.
The salt trucks were out on my way over from Austin.
It's transitioning from rain to snow.
Yeah, so be careful out there, right? This weekend. Well, a quick community update. Tomah Health has scheduled a virtual education class in February for expecting moms and soon-to-be dads. New moms wanting to breastfeed their newborn can learn more about it during a class February 2nd from 6:30 to 8 p.m. Information will be presented on the advantages of breastfeeding, prenatal preparation, healthy nutrition, the partner's role in returning to work while continuing to breastfeed. The class will be held virtually using the WebEx. Interested parents must register in advance by calling 608-377-8688. Well, we are 14 days into the new year, and to kick it off, right for our first Vision 2021 segment, we have our very good friend, Representative Tony Kurtz, on a Zoom call to share the vision and plans for the Wisconsin Assembly this year. Welcome, Tony Kurtz, to our Lynxx. Good to see you. Happy New Year.
Happy New Year to you, and I appreciate you having me on, April and Joe, and I look forward to speaking with you.
Well, do you want to just go ahead and share your visions this year or plans for the Assembly for Wisconsin?
Well, I don't think it's a no-brainer. Obviously, the first and foremost is getting past this horrible pandemic that has affected our country for almost a year now. That's obviously in everybody's front and center. It's holding back our economy, but people are still scared. I mean, I still see those folks each and every day. So that's going to be in the forefront. Obviously, we did pass a COVID relief bill in the Assembly that went over the Senate. Obviously, that's some negotiations that we're going to go back and forth, but obviously that's front and foremost. Obviously, the vaccine rollout. We have the vaccine; it's here. It's a matter of getting those out. First-line healthcare workers are obviously have as first priority. My wife is one of them. She actually had her first vaccine there at Tomah Health, and obviously once we get done with those are going to be people in our nursing homes, and our most elderly will be in line for the vaccine. Obviously I don't want to dismiss the importance of getting past the COVID, but beyond that, obviously, it's infrastructure, it's broadband. Those are some of the big focuses that I'm going to bring to the Assembly. I know that's something that my colleagues, especially Representative Vandermeer, Representative Oldenburg, Senator Teston, we're all focused in making sure that we help rural communities, not only the healthcare and nursing homes, but also our infrastructure. And as you know, this has been at the forefront, the poor broadband connectivity that we have in rural areas. And that's something that we've got to really work on as we move forward in the next budget.
Well, Tony, going back to the original, you're talking about the pandemic and how the effects of COVID have been on the economy. Mm-hmm. When we opened up Wisconsin and we're helping the small businesses and we try to do the best we can, but do you expect that there will be even more relief packages coming down the pipe as we try to keep going?
I think we will. As you know, obviously, here about a week ago, they signed, the federal government did another COVID relief package. The brand new Paycheck Protection Program, those applications, matter of fact, those just started the other day where small businesses can apply for those. And as you see the new administration coming in, President-elect Biden, they're already talking about another coronavirus package. And I would suspect probably sometime in early, late January, February, March timeframe, we will see another package. And I do hope those are targeted, especially for not only the vaccines, but our healthcare and nursing homes, but also especially of small businesses. Because as I know, in our small rural communities like a Waniwak or a Tomah or Sparta, once we lose one of those businesses, those Main Street businesses, unfortunately, we don't get them back like a Madison or Milwaukee. So we have to do everything we can to shore up those businesses that they're going to be here a year from now, because that is and I know that's Representative Nancy Vandermeer's biggest concern, is once we lose those businesses, we don't get them back. And we've got to make sure they can they can bridge this gap, because they have, especially our small Main Street businesses, they have just been devastated by this.
I know, Tony, you've been appointed to the Finance Committee this term, and can you talk a little bit about that and how that's going to impact your role in the Assembly?
So the Joint Finance Committee, it's something that we obviously work with the Senate. It's a very important committee, because we basically will take the budget that the governor will introduce on February 16th. The governor will do his budget address to the state. He'll lay out his budget for the next 2 years. And we, as the Joint Finance Committee, basically takes that budget, and we'll look at it, and then we'll also craft a budget as well. We'll look at the governor's recommendations, and then we'll take our recommendations. It's a lot of work. You're dealing with literally millions and millions of dollars with so many different programs that affect, not only our small communities, our schools, our healthcare, our nursing homes, our roads, infrastructure. And so I asked to be on that. I wanted to be on that because we need, to be honest with you, we need to make sure our voice is at the table, especially for rural issues. Because my personal opinion, I think the Madisons of the world and the Milwaukees of the world, they get their fair share, but we got to make sure we fight for our areas out here as well.
So on a personal note, your Vision 2021 for your own farming plans, what's your goals this year for your side of the house?
Obviously, the thing here, 2020, with all the ups and downs we had, it was actually really good for ag. I mean, if you talk to farmers, the crop conditions were actually really good. Commodity, it didn't start out that way, especially with April and May when we had to dump milk, et cetera. But, we had a very good growing season. I talked to a lot of hemp growers, things like that, and they actually did very well on hemp this year. We still got a lot of room to grow. A lot of farmers did really well on their hay, their corn, their milk production. So if that can carry on in 2021, hopefully the egg community in general can do quite well as we move forward. So, but yeah, I'm going to keep farming. That's not going to stop. So.
And Tony, we've got about a minute left. Any comments on thoughts on the governor's the state of address that he recently gave?
I'm going to be very honest with you. I was very disappointed, and I'm not being I'm a Republican. I'm very proud of that, and the governor is obviously a Democrat. But I was just very disappointed. I thought, he talked about the unemployment, and he basically blamed us for the unemployment backlog. That has affected so many people in this state. You know what? I thought that was unacceptable. That was my personal opinion. I thought it was more of a campaign commercial, to be very honest with you. I hate to say that, and I'm not being political. It didn't give us what is the vision for the next 2 years? What's the vision for the next year? And it wasn't there. So we got work to do. We got fences to mend, and I'm definitely ready to work in Madison. I was in Madison today, and like I said, we've got a lot of work to do, and I am definitely ready to get to work.
Well, great. Thank you for joining us this evening, and good luck with everything. Well, up next, expert nutritional advice on the latest Health Check 360. And Joe, you have catering?
Yes, the catering for the cast and crew has been provided by Marco's Italian and American Grill in Warrens. Great food with a fun and relaxing atmosphere at Marco's. But first, we want to thank our program sponsors, and we'll be right back.
Hometown News is brought to you by Oakdale Credit Union, Hardware Hank in New Lisbon, The Fun Company Game Room Store, and the Little Cottage Home Decor and more in New Lisbon.
The Oakdale Credit Union has spent decades serving Oakdale, Mauston, and Reedsburg. From comprehensive financial services to reliable mortgage loans, we strive to provide unparalleled care.
I like the warm and friendly atmosphere each and every time I come in. The staff is very knowledgeable and truly cares about its members.
Come and learn more about the Oakdale Credit Union, where we treat you like a member of the family.
Hardware Hank knows you have projects, lots of important projects, from paint to plumbing, electrical, and yard maintenance. We have the area's largest selection of Milwaukee tools. Hey, it's what the pros use. We even have an in-store chainsaw sharpening service. It's time to build your property's value with Hardware Hank New Lisbon.
You've got What's the more in the little cottage home decor and more? Fashion. Shopping is fun at the little cottage. Update your look and discover more at the Little Cottage Home Decor and More, New Lisbon.
Relax at Marco's Italian and American Grill in Warrens, Wisconsin.
At Tomah Health, we're supporting our community by providing the quality care you and your family need while taking precautions to keep you safe. Our staff is offering video visit to give patients quick and easy access to a medical provider, virus screening, social distancing, and rigorous disinfecting protocols to provide safe continuing care. Your health is important to us, and by taking a few steps like wearing a mask and social distancing, you can help stop the spread to keep our community healthy. To learn more, visit tomahhealth.org.
You're watching Lynxx 24, connecting you to the community.
Another year has come and gone, and it's time again to set those health goals for the new year. If you're like a lot of people, you're experiencing frustration and even disappointment that you didn't achieve your health goals you thought you would have achieved over the past year. Tomah Health registered dietitian Joan Kortbein joins us on this edition of Health Check 360 with some tips for better nutrition in the new year. Welcome back, Joan. Good to see you.
Thank you.
So welcome. So this time of year, folks are probably looking at how they're going to, improve their health and maybe lose a few pounds that they gained over the holidays. But has COVID-19 played a part in that effort?
Absolutely. I said a lot of articles I've been reading lately have talked about the COVID curves and the quarantine 15, referencing the weight that most people are gaining during this. Life has been so different. We always worried about the holidays before, but, almost a year into a pandemic makes the holiday season seem like it's a piece of cake compared to this. So, gyms, if people don't have that comfort level and getting back to gyms or going to grocery stores as often. So it's been very difficult. A lot of people working from home, virtual schooling, so people aren't as active as they normally would be. So it's just affected a lot of people.
So let's talk about that. Like, what are some strategies or tips, Joan, you'd have for people with their diet, the nutritional part, to get to getting those pounds off, maybe
So I always try to recommend to people kind of accept where you are right now. Who knew that a pandemic was going to take this long or go on this long? And we've never had a pandemic before. So it's easy to look back and judge yourself and criticize what you could have done different. But it's not going to get you anywhere. So, obviously try to look at what you're doing without judging yourself. So it makes it easier to make a realistic or an effective plan to move forward. So then looking at what you can do with your lifestyle. Obviously, if you're working from home or doing virtual schooling, it's so much easier to eat while you're working or eat while you're studying. And after you've done that for a while, you kind of pair up those habits together. So now you're doing it out of habit rather than hunger. So really taking a look and designating one spot in your house to eat, meals and snacks, just so that you're kind of separating those activities. When you eat, enjoy it. Sit down. You're more mindful of being hungry or full. And you're typically more satisfied when you're done doing that.
So with that being said, when they're planning their day, should they be planning their meals and then maybe help working on their nutritional aspect of that while they're doing that?
Absolutely, yes. So planning your meals and snacks, because a lot of times when we think of snacks, we think of extras, and so then we're more likely to think of lower nutritional kinds of things. So plan your meals, at least 3 food groups to give yourself a balance and a variety. And then I encourage people that if you want a snack, maybe include the food groups that you didn't have in your meal. So that way, again, you're getting that extra, so it adds to a healthy diet, and it's not just, on an aside.
So instead of a bag of chips, maybe a bag of little baby carrots.
Yeah,
I was just going to say that. Like, they have carrot chips that you could use that are pre-cut for you, like the size of a chip. In
Crinkle cuts.
Yes, crinkle cuts.
Make it fun.
Yeah, and so any final, kind of tips then with nutrition or things that people should be kind of thinking about? Like, I was listening to some stuff about how just the fact that people have eaten out so much, the takeout versus like take the time to make the meal.
Yes, and there it kind of comes back to planning it, but then also planning your trip to the grocery store, because you can only eat as healthy as what you bring in your house.
Yep.
Oh, that is such a good, yes.
So if your goal is to eat more fruits and vegetables, then your grocery cart should reflect that goal. So that it
cause and effect.
Yes, absolutely, yes. So putting that thought into it helps.
And maybe walking to the grocery store.
Yes, I know, because we're not walking to our cars, going to work or whatever.
So. Real quick, Joan, some people think like if I exercise, I can eat more. Is that always really true?
Not necessarily. You'd have to exercise a lot to burn off those calories. So it kind of depends on what you're eating, but mostly you exercise just keep the heart, strong. And during a pandemic, it helps you burn off that extra stress that you have, helps you sleep better. So there's a lot of benefits to the activity, but it would take a lot of activity to burn off extra calories in a bag of chips or that kind of thing.
Great.
Great. Thanks for joining us. Well, up next, our next Vision 2021 guest, Jessica Bilski from the New Lisbon Chamber of Commerce. Stay tuned. Great.
Okay.
That was
At Tomah Health, we're supporting our community by providing the quality care you and your family need while taking precautions to keep you safe. Our staff is offering video visit to give patients quick and easy access to a medical provider, virus screening, social distancing, and rigorous disinfecting protocols to provide safe continuing care. Your health is important to us, and by taking a few steps like wearing a mask and social distancing, you can help stop the spread to keep our community healthy. To learn more, visit tomahhealth.org.
This hot tub is so relaxing. The stress of the week just melts away.
Hanging out with friends is fun.
And we have so many reasons to get together.
My Traeger grill is the difference between a good
and an amazing barbecue.
The Fun Company Game Room Store
is where the fun begins. What's the more in the little cottage home decor and more? Fashion. Shopping is fun at the little cottage. Update your look and discover more at the little cottage home decor and more, New Lisbon.
The Oakdale Credit Union has spent decades serving Oakdale, Mauston, and Reedsburg. From comprehensive financial services to reliable mortgage loans, we strive to provide unparalleled care.
I like the warm and friendly atmosphere each and every time I come in. The staff is very knowledgeable and truly cares about its members.
Come and learn more about the Oakdale Credit Union, where we treat you like a member of the family.
Hi, I'm Josh Tully from The Josh Tully Show. You're watching Lynxx 24, connecting you to the community.
Well, our next guest is here to share the plans for the New Lisbon community in the next Vision 2021 segment of the year. Please welcome to the program Jessica Bilski.
Thanks for having me.
Yes, nice to have you back.
Yes, it's nice to be here. It's very nice.
So can you share with us the Chamber's vision for 2021 coming up?
Sure. We at the Chamber really want to focus this year on our members, supporting them in any way we can, and strengthening them and the Chamber itself. So we have a lot of things going on right now, a lot of promotions that we're going to do for our Chamber members. We do a lot of, we have a business of the month where we do a little video for a business, but we're also going to start doing this business spotlight each week so that we can get more businesses spotlighted. And that will consist of some information on our Facebook page and our website, and also we have a weekly radio spot on WRJC. So we're going to talk about them there and just get the word out about all of our members. So we're really looking forward to that. And businesses, our members can just sign up right online right now under the members page on our website. We also have the Chamber Cash we're going to reinvigorate, which helps keep money in our community, right? It's like a gift certificate for all of New Lisbon. So people come to the Chamber, they can buy $5 and $25 or $50 gift certificate, and they can spend it at member businesses, and then those businesses turn it into the chamber and get that exact money value. So it's free to our members. We just need businesses to sign up for it, and it's just a nice way to keep money circulating right in our community.
So instead of just like one specific gift card, they can go out and get a general one from you guys, and then they can just go hit out the town.
Absolutely, right. So they make super good gifts or rewards for your employees or great gift baskets, because maybe someone doesn't always want coffee from the coffee shop or, you know, something. So it's a nice kind of broader gift certificate to have.
That's nice.
Well, Jessica, let's talk a little bit about expansions, businesses. Any new businesses coming to New Lisbon or expanding businesses, or what's our 2021 update on that?
We're really excited because so many businesses are struggling, but we have new owners taking over the Opera House. And Tuesdays was just purchased, so our restaurants are going to be doing pretty good.
Okay.
We also have I have a new member just came in. She's Batzner Pests. She does pest control, yes, for businesses. So she's a new member. And a really neat thing that's going on, actually in Boston, Sally at Remax Real Pros is one of our members, and she's starting this business lounge, which is...
I read about it on the chamber. Go ahead, explain it. I'm excited. Yes, I know exactly what you're talking about.
I guess it's not a totally new idea, but it's pretty new to more rural areas.
Yes.
And it's kind of like a mix between an office space you can use whenever you want, but it's a 24/7 kind of thing, and you use an app to book a time, and there's going to be a lot of business collaboration in it, so I think it's going to be really great for the community. I'm really excited about it.
So it's kind of a shared space then?
A shared space, yep.
That's awesome.
Yeah, it's pretty neat.
Well, what about the events that you normally have during the year? So is that like Watershed Days, fireworks, Waterfest, any of those?
You know, events are tricky because the only thing we know for sure is there's going to be uncertainty. So Watershed, we're not totally sure about. It's still kind of up in the air. Waterfest will be something. We don't totally know what that'll be yet, and that's August 7th. It's always a big thing out on the lake. The EAA fly-in is scheduled for September 4th. It's always the Saturday of Labor Day, and they have people flying from all over. They have the little remote control planes. They have the Lions Club doing food, craft fair. You know, it's a really fun thing. So that's really exciting that they're still doing that. Right now, Winding Rivers Church is doing a Super Tuesday where you drive up on the second Tuesday or the last Tuesday of the month, and you get a free soup from 4:30 to 6:30.
I like that. The catchy
Super Tuesday, yes.
Super Tuesday.
Yeah, and that's just a free will donation, so that's just a fun little thing that's going on. And the chamber, we are trying to plan as many events as we can safely and all that kind of stuff. You know, we have a craft fair coming up on the 3rd. Right now we have our scholarships going on and our Citizen of the Year nominations.
Oh, sure. That just started, didn't it, on the 11th?
Yeah, it did on the 11th. And you can do that right online this year. We didn't want to put boxes everywhere and have business have one more thing to disinfect, you know. And we're doing a spring wine and beer walk this year. So we're really excited about that, and that's May 21st.
You know, here's an idea. I mean, we talked about that. I was like, can you do like a bakery walk? Because isn't New Lisbon like with the bakery shops and the Silver Star Health has bakery?
Yeah, we have so much good stuff to eat.
We have yummy treats in New Lisbon. I just want us to be the baking capital of the state. Like, can you guys do that?
You need to do a taste of New Lisbon.
Yeah, that would be fun.
Like yummy sweets.
Get all the restaurants involved.
You might have to get some pizza at the Opera House, and you get a cupcake at Jasabine, and
a good cup of coffee. Right?
Yeah, that'd be fun.
Well, there's a little trendy stuff going on there.
For sure, yeah.
Now, is there anything we forgot to ask you about, or anything you want to make sure you mention in our last minute together?
Let's see if I missed anything. One of our goals at the Chamber, we want to grow our membership by 15%, because the stronger we are, the better we can be for our...
What's the membership number now?
So last year we were about 85. We're shooting for 100.
Oh, okay.
100 members this year. And also we're trying to grow our Facebook page. Our goal by the end of the quarter is to have 1,500 likes. Because we want to do a lot of promotion for our business members on our Facebook page. We did a really neat campaign last year where we asked people how they shop locally, or we asked them, where's your favorite place to get coffee, or who is your favorite person for like home needs, things like that. And we tagged our members in there, and people could tell us their favorite businesses, and we want to do more of that stuff to really get the word out about all the great things we have.
Well, thanks for being here because this is the first step in getting that word out to our viewers. Well, final thoughts after the break. Stay tuned.
What's the more in the little cottage home decor and more? Fashion. Shopping is fun at the little cottage. Update your look and discover more at the little cottage home decor and more, New Lisbon.
The Oakdale Credit Union has spent decades serving Oakdale, Mauston, and Reedsburg. From comprehensive financial services to reliable mortgage loans, we strive to provide unparalleled care.
I like the warm and friendly atmosphere each and every time I come in. The staff is very knowledgeable and truly cares about its members.
Come and learn more about the Oakdale Credit Union, where we treat you like a member of the family.
Hardware Hank knows you have projects, lots of important projects, from paint to plumbing, electrical, and yard maintenance. We have the area's largest selection of Milwaukee tools. Hey, it's what the pros use. We even have an in-store chainsaw sharpening service. It's time to build your property's value with Hardware Hank New Lisbon.
You've got a lot more going for you with Hank, Hardware Hank.
This hot tub is so relaxing. The stress of the week just melts away.
Hanging out with friends is fun.
And we have so many reasons to get together.
My Traeger grill is the difference between a good
and an amazing barbecue.
The Fun Company Game Room Store
is where the fun begins.
You are watching Lynxx 24, connecting you to your community.
Welcome back to the program. It's time for some final thoughts of our segment tonight. Joe, I want to bring up, I always get the DNR, Wisconsin DNR news releases.
Okay.
And they are having this weekend, January 16th and 17th, is their free fishing weekend.
Free fishing.
So it's winter free fishing weekend, and it's, get out on the state parks and the state body.
Well, any body of water in Wisconsin, I would imagine.
And you can go fishing for free, but it's got to be ice fishing, right?
Well, it depends on what the water state is.
You could, yes.
You can do regular fishing. Like when there's, like at the end of the Tomah Lake, the dam, that's free water.
Yeah,
but
the flow would, yeah.
But there's some good ice out on the lakes right now. So if you got your shanties and your fishing poles, I would head out to the ice this weekend and get started, and then maybe, get that license for the rest of the year.
You know what I'm going to look up, Joe, when we're talking about that is the Necedah Wildlife Refuge is open.
Is it like a different...
I think they have free, you can check out snowshoes.
Oh, really?
There.
And just...
I have done it in the past.
And
then they've got
trudge around?
Yeah, there are trails on the refuge. So that's something that I want to check because it's going to snow. We'll have more snow to do that.
Well, if the people are still into the ice fishing, February 13th, that's next month, but Tomah, in Lake Tomah, the Tomah Warren Sports Association is having a fishery. So, and that's a tournament, big tournament, and it fills the lake. It's a big event every year. So
that's great. Well, that's Valentine's weekend.
Yes.
Because I think Valentine's Day is on a Sunday, isn't it? Yes, I think so.
I'll have to remember
Sunday,
that
Monday.
date.
Yeah. So, all right. Any thoughts on a lot of stuff going on for the Chamber in New Lisbon?
Yes, that was pretty exciting. That the wine walk already in May, and they're going to do.
I really want a bakery walk. They have such. The bakery stuff is so good in New Lisbon.
Yeah, Taste of New Lisbon.
Well, we want to thank you for watching your hometown news, where we're connecting you to the community.